Good morning, folks. Ari here from Direct Auto Outlet in Fair Oaks, California. I'll apologize in advance. Across the street there's some construction going on, so if you hear some excess noise over there. I have for you this morning a 2003 Lexus IS300. This was the first generation IS series Lexus ever made, and in my opinion the best one, in many people's opinion actually the best one. This vehicle was way ahead of its time as far as styling, power, luxury, looks, lines. It was the most beautiful IS ever made in my opinion. This particular one had a gorgeous interior. This generation IS had a gorgeous interior. It looked very sporty. It deviated quite a bit from your typical grandfather's Lexus. This, along with some of the previous Lexus body styles, but especially this one, was revolutionary in its styling and design. I also tend to like the first generation SCs as well. I think they were pretty special as well. And one thing that the first generation SC with the 6-cylinder engine has in common with this particular one is the engine. This is a 2JZ inline 6-cylinder 3.0 liter 6-cylinder engine. This motor is quite special. You may have heard the term 2JZ motor. This motor was in the previous 1990s generation Toyota Supra rather. This is the non-turbocharged version of that engine. But that engine is arguably one of the best engines Toyota/Lexus has ever made. As far as power production, as far as longevity, reliability, the ability to be able to be customized, the ability to be able to be upgraded and have higher horsepower outputs. That motor is so strong that it's virtually indestructible. That's one of the reasons why 180,000 miles does not really scare me off of this engine. These tend to go for hundreds and hundreds of thousands of miles with just basic upkeep and maintenance. This particular one has been a lifetime California vehicle, has a clean Carfax history showing no accidents and no damage since brand new. One of the greatest things about this car is the interior. One thing that Lexus has always lacked in has been their interior quality of their materials. Oftentimes 9 out of 10 of these that I look at, the material in the middle of these seats, they appear to be something similar to Alcantara or suede. I'm not really sure what material they're made from. However, they're always typically trashed. Not the case with this one. This one is soft, doesn't have any dirt caked onto it, it's not ripped, it's not damaged. And also they use this coating that goes over their dashboard and center console that oftentimes becomes sticky and wears out over time, and it's not the case with this one. Interior of this vehicle is absolutely stunning. 3-spoke leather wrapped steering wheel, still in great shape. Door panels all in great shape. All your creature comforts like power windows and power door locks. You have your downshift and upshift on your steering wheel. Upshift in the rear, downshift in the front on both sides. You have your bi-xenon high-intensity discharge headlights, standard from the factory, with actual yellow fog lights. Imagine that. A lot of cars now have fog lights, but they're really, in essence, driving lights because they're white. This one actually has yellow fog lights from the factory. 2 cup holders right up front here. One of the nicest looking shift knobs Lexus has ever made, with a power and snow mode. All factory options, folks. This vehicle is completely stocked. It has not been raced. It has not been modified. Exhaust system has not been changed. Wheels have not been changed. Doesn't have a cold air intake in it. Doesn't have an upgraded stereo. Someone has owned this vehicle. Someone responsible has owned this vehicle and loved it. Air conditioning blows ice cold. All electronics work beautifully. Lexus key here is not broken. Oftentimes the weak point on these keys are right where that screw is. They oftentimes break with too much pressure. It's not the case with this particular vehicle. We'll go ahead and take a look under the hood and in the trunk. But first I want to show you the cluster here. Alright, we have 183,483 miles on this beauty. You also have your tilt up and slide back moonroof. Tilt up, and then one push, slide back. and one push close. Going to unlock all the doors and pop the hood. In the rear, you'll find the seating is quite ample for a car this size. 3 adults can sit back here quite comfortably with plenty of leg room, shoulder room, and headroom. Have all your headrests present and accounted for. The center armrest that hides a ski pole pass-through does recline back right in its spot. 2 additional cup holders right up front. Ashtray that's never been used. Door panels are all nice and tight. The suede-like material on them is all intact. This vehicle has all of its original Lexus floor mats steam cleaned and ready to use with the next owner. You also have a trunk protector, protects the carpeting on your trunk, and you also have a full-size spare down underneath there. It's a thing of the past that we really don't see nowadays any longer. One of my favorite parts of some of these older vehicles is they had full-size spares. Tires on this vehicle are in great shape, plenty of tread left in them, as you can see, both front and rear. You have Goodyear tires all the way around. Tires and brakes are in fantastic condition. Interior is very clean. Kids have not lived back over here. Child safety locks, standard equipment of course. You have these brushed aluminum door sills that just add a premium and a sporty feel to the vehicle. You can find them both in the front and the rear. Wheel lock is right in the glove box. Again, the interior and the seats are in great shape. If you've looked at many of these, I urge you to touch the dashboard over here. You will get sticky stuff on your hand. Not the case with this particular vehicle. Interior on this vehicle has not deteriorated. Beautifully well taken care of vehicle. These are becoming harder and harder and harder to find. I have to really have a talk with myself in order for me to put this car on the market even. I was debating on keeping it myself, but I have so many vehicles, as you can imagine, being a car nut, being in this business, that I accumulate that I just cannot justify another one. But I will be kicking myself later, of course. Looking under the hood, you'll find that everything is in gorgeous condition. The motor is just purring away like brand new. Timing belt on this vehicle was done just after 100,000, I believe at 103,000 miles per the previous owner. As you can see, there's no visible oil leaks from this perspective. Engine's just purring away like brand new. This vehicle has been very well maintained, very well taken care of. You won't need another timing belt on this vehicle for another 10 to 15,000 miles easily. That'll get you another year before you even have to start thinking about it. You don't have to drive this vehicle in fear because this is a non-interference engine. If you are not familiar with that term, the biggest scare of timing belts is that if they go out, if they rip, then your engine's toast. It's not the case with this one. This is a non-interference engine. There you have it, your 2JZ motor right over there. Work of art. So, if you do happen to have a timing belt go out on this vehicle, it will leave you stranded on the side of the road. You will need to be towed. However, the engine is not at risk of any damage. So at that point, you just have to take it in and get it done. But you don't even have to start thinking about that for another year or so. Folks, you can find this vehicle and many others on our website, which is www.directauto-outlet.com. You can also phone us down here at the lot at area code 916-765-7575. I do want to thank you for taking the time to look at our video, and we sure do hope to see you down here at the lot soon. Have a great day.